Preparing for EMIR REFIT. REFIT is a major change to your current reporting, and it will require you to analyze in detail your current processes. At a high level, changes that you should be aware of are an increase in the number of reportable fields, the introduction and treatment of common data elements, a shift in regulator focus to data quality and the process around reconciliation with counterparties, the requirement to re-report open positions within a set timescale, the introduction of event types to supplement the current action type for reporting changes in a trade status. Now let's look at each of these areas in more detail. Increased number of reportable fields. This will increase from the current 129 to 203. 15 current fields will be removed and 89 new fields will be added. In addition, the majority of existing fields have new descriptions or definitions. This is a move to a more prescriptive model by EMIR. And like all the changes, its goal is to increase the quality of the data being reported and reduce levels of ambiguity on what is reported. This is a significant change, and it is advisable to undertake at the earliest possible date a gap analysis in your current data architecture to ensure that you can collect and collate the new required data fields. We have updated our data schema to support the new fields, definitions, and validation rules. This is available in the help section of the platform. Common data elements. The standardization of fields is a key part of the drive by global regulators to harmonize trade descriptions, regardless of where in the world execution took place. The impact for you, the reporting firm, is that this will require some adaptation to support the introduction of certain new elements such as the Unique Product Identifier, UPI. The UPI will be used for OTC trades, and the important element here is that they will supersede ISINs. Even where ISINs already exist, so it is key that firms can source, ingest, and report this new reference data. ANA DSB is the body that will manage the creation of the UPI. It is also worth noting on common data elements that there is a new waterfall process for the generation and dissemination of UTIs. Firms are no longer allowed to agree amongst themselves. This is now prescribed based on hierarchy. We advise you to look at your current processes and ensure they remain fit for purpose. Focus on reconciliation. The number of fields that will be reconcilable under REFIT are dramatically increased. This will be a challenge in its own right, but in addition, EMIR has published a formula to calculate whether you need to report to your NCA any material failures in your reporting. If your counterparty has delegated to you, then reporting to their NCA is also now your responsibility. Obviously, having more fields that need to be reconciled increases the chances of breaks, which in turn increases the chances of more reporting to NCAs. Another key element here, and one that you need to pay particular attention to, is this makes you more reliant on the quality of data provided by your counterparty and puts a focus on your own framework controls to effectively communicate and remediate. We can help you here, and would be delighted to speak to you about how enhancements to our platform will support you. Reporting of open positions. Firms must report all open positions in the new format within 180 days of EMIR REFIT go live. It must, however, be noted that any change to the state of the trade from day one of EMIR REFIT will mean that the update must be reported in the new format. Finding all required data elements may be complicated, and firms should look at doing this ahead of time. Also, if all firms leave updating their trades until the end of the 180-day period, then there could be issues at the TRs. Doing this early is highly recommended. New event types. The why you have made a change and not just the what of that particular change. Adding granularity for describing life cycle events has been introduced. REFIT adds 10 event types to EMIR's existing 8 action types. Among these are corporate event, exercise, allocation, and early termination. This may require changes to both your source system to capture this information and to internal processes to identify and sign off the new event type. It goes without saying that if changes need to be made to third-party source systems, this could be a lengthy process. And the earlier you identify and start discussions with your vendor, the better. We are here to help you. A major change for many firms will be requirement to submit reports in XML 20022 ISO format, and to ingest files in this format back from the TRs. As a deltconX customer, you don't need to worry about this, as we will do this for you. You will be able to test against the new EMIR REFIT (EU) format from Q3 of this year, and subject to TR readiness be able to test end-to-end by Q4. We will advise on the timings for supporting the introduction of the UK version of EMIR REFIT shortly. We will provide a counterparty communication hub to enable counterparty communications and fast-track remediation of reckon breaks and UTI dissemination. This will provide a safe, secure and fully audited service to support your internal framework controls. We have also developed connectivity to 2 industry-leading data service providers. RegTech Data Hub to provide validation and enrichment of all publicly available reference data such as UPI, ISINs, and CFI codes. And Kaizen Reporting to provide deep-level analysis of reported data, to provide guidance on how to implement industry best practice reporting regimes. Our support team remain your first point of contact for advice and guidance. But if you require additional support, we have SME consultants that can be provided to bolster your internal teams as you prepare for refit. Please contact us for more information, as we would be delighted to help you. Compliance is a beast. We help you tame it. Find out more on deltconX.com.